It is a beautiful night here in sunny Daytona Beach, Florida for the 2019 Valvoline Australian Supercar Series Dollar General Clash for the Warpath Racing Leagues. Hi everyone, I am Leon Yamagishi on Windcharger Prime's channel as Windcharger is in the race today. Tonight we have an exhibition race for the Valvoline Australian Supercar Series, the VASC. It's going to be a 15-lap shootout for the pole winners from last season. Before we get to the action, let's go down to the track where we have some breaking news. Both flat-out racing cars of Bradley Burke and Cam Hornsby could not make it tonight, citing logistical issues. About to say technical issues, folks. It was logistical issues. They could not get their cars down to Florida for tonight's race. So we are going to be running with 5 instead of 7 cars. And this is setting up to be a great race. This is a 15-lap shootout, as I said. 10-lap segment 1, which will be followed by a competition caution and a mandatory pit. And then a 5-lap segment 2, where only green flag laps will count. So if a caution flies on a lap, that lap is null and void, and then they must try again to start that lap. The race will end under the green flag, must end under the green flag per WRL rules. Let's get down to the starting grid. In row 1, starting on the pole, we have Ryan Harvey. Alongside him is Ben Williams. Ben Williams, the favorite to win this race, as let's put it this way, he's won the last 4 Daytona races. He's looking to add a 4th one to his resume. Starting in row 2, we have Jason Iverson in the 85, another Warpath Motorsports car. And then behind him, making his first Clash appearance, is Paul Massey in the number 44 Skull Classic Ford. And then starting shotgun on the field, we have Alex Porter in the number 81 U.S. Air Force Ford. The cars are getting ready to roll off of the grid. And as you can hear him, pace car has pulled away. So we're going to have this one warm-up lap, and the reason the cars are ghosted is this is Forza Motorsport, and we are going to apologize for any smoke like it's coming out of the back of the 2 car right now. That is not actually coming out of the back of the 2 car. That's just a replay bug, or well, it's a replay and a spectate bug. Now I apologize for no formal ticker at the top of the screen. Unfortunately, we do not have that in the replay system. This is post-race commentary, so I know what happens. But let me tell you something, folks. You are in for a cracker of a race. Or, well, actually not a cracker of a race, a cracking race, I should say. Sparko won the number 2 car this year. A lot of people in new paint schemes. The 85 and 81 are in old paint schemes from last year. The 13's changed his paint. The 2's changed his paint. And Paul Massey has switched from Holden and has jumped ship to the Ford camp. So we're looking to have a very, very, very good race here this week at Daytona. Remember, guys, next week we'll be live on the in-car of Alex Porter on this channel for the Pepsi Max 250. As the pace car is going to go in this time, the drivers will not be allowed to start the race until they reach the line of their row. So, boys, let's get ready to go racing. 10-lap first segment is green, and we are racing at Daytona. Ryan Harvey gets a good jump on Ben Williams, but right now, as it's looking, Ben Williams is going to slot right in behind Ryan Harvey. Paul Massey and Jason Iverson back there racing for 3rd. Pardon me. And they got to get themselves sorted out. And we're hearing rumors that the 3 Warpath cars have made a pact that they are going to try and that they're not going to race each other for this first segment. So let's see if that works. Williams looking to the inside of Harvey here. Harvey's going to protect the bottom. Harvey in his first Clash appearance. Battle for 3rd is pretty much done. Now it's a battle for 4th as Alex Porter's now on the inside of Paul Massey there in the background. He's following his teammate Jason Iverson through. As we start lap 2 of the first segment, Iverson has now caught the back of Ben Williams, as we see Williams try and go for a move on Harvey, just doesn't have enough room or enough momentum, and now they're single file. Massey back to 5th place, right behind Porter. Iverson got a huge shove as Harvey moves up the racetrack. Here comes Ben Williams looking to the inside. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. No, Harvey shuts the door on him. But there's still a lot of... Whoa, that was close by Williams. That was close by Williams, but he did not put 2 below the second yellow line. The rule in the WRL, at least 2 tires have to be below the double yellow line for it to be considered passing under the yellow line. So watch that double yellow line there on the bottom as Ben Williams leads the lap, and I apologize for my horrible pronunciation. It's actually Williams, not Williams. Williams leads the lap, and now Harvey shuffled all the way back to 4th in pretty much the distance of 1 turn, and now the 3 Warpath Fords are out front. And of course, Ben Williams in a very, very familiar place right now at Daytona. He's won the last 3 and 3 out of the last 4. So he knows how to get around Daytona. He's actually the defending winner of this race. And Alex Porter sitting back there at 3rd. He said before the race he's got a lot of pressure on him. He wants to win in an even-numbered season. The pattern is he has not won in even-numbered seasons in the WRL. One of those seasons netting him a championship because he was the only one to make every race and score, well, he was one of only 2 to make every race and consistently score higher than the person that, or no, I take that back. I'm actually getting a correction in my ear. He was the only one to make every race that season, which was 2 seasons ago. Last season, he actually had wins. He had 3 wins, 1 at Homestead, 1 at Hockenheim, and 1 somewhere else, we believe. But he did have 3 wins last year. As, man, Williams goes up the track, and I thought Iverson was going to make a move there for a second, but it is not to be. We're on lap 5 or 6 of the first segment. And I want to give a shout out to Corey my apologies, Corey Springer, who is driving the safety car tonight. I don't know why I have Corey Hoover on my mind, but I just do. Ooh, a little bit of dicey up there at the front. Williams goes high. Is Iverson going to make the move? It does not look like it. Ben Williams slots down back in front, and he continues to lead here at Daytona. Three-car train slowly dropping Ryan Harvey, who's in the 4th position. Paul Massey has lost the draft already. More of a replay bug of the smoke coming out of the back of the 13. That is not a mechanical issue. That's just a replay bug to remind you all. And it's like the early stages of a Daytona race. You can expect to see this a little bit more in the 250 next week. But just to bring everyone up to speed, this is a special race. This is an exhibition. No points are on the line here tonight, just glory. And there are people here, or 4 of the drivers in the field are looking for their first class win and their first win at Daytona in the WRL. Ben Williams, the only driver in the field tonight who has won at Daytona. Although Alex Porter has won at Daytona in other series, in other NASCAR series. Toro B Lobby under the lights at Daytona in the last 2 WeatherTech Cup Series races at Daytona. So Porter definitely knows what he's doing. As we're getting closer and closer to the white flag lap of segment 1. And they have dropped Ryan Harvey. I do believe this might be the white flag or 2 to go right here. you'll see up on the screen in an annotation what lap we are on. Iverson looks high, looks low, looks high again. Doesn't have the help from Porter behind to make the move to try and win the first stage. As they come off the final turn, turn 4. And I believe we've seen the white flag, I believe. So Massey is way back there. It's basically a Warpath Motorsports show up at the front. And the pact that they made before the race, the team orders that are in effect. So they've made the team orders work to perfection. We can see where our pace car is. If our pace car is rolling, no, our pace car is not rolling. So pace car is still sitting still. So once that pace car starts to roll, you'll know that it's the last lap. So I believe we're actually going to see the white flag this time by. As Harvey has been dropped by these three, I don't know if he's going back to pick up the 44 or if he's just that far off the pace. Yeah. Hearing on the radio, the 2 is trying to go back and get the 44, but it's probably going to be too little too late. You might as well just wait for the stage end. And if we look at our pace car is rolling, so that is the last lap. This is the last lap of the stage as they come through NASCAR 3 and 4. As they come down to the green checkered flag to end stage number 1, Ben Williams is your stage 1 winner, followed by Jason Iverson, Alex Porter, Ryan Harvey, and Paul Massey, and the caution is out. The stage has ended. And you can see the pace car up there with its flashing lights on. Again, Corey Springer, our pace car driver tonight, he will actually be competing in the Pepsi Max 250 next week in a Holden. So now the drivers will make a pit stop. This pit stop will be a mandatory 4 tires and fuel, and it's all on the pit crews. This is basically practice for the big show next week, but it is also the money stop. It's the only stop you're going to be making tonight. And it's not a pit stop out of necessity. This is just a pit stop out of the regulations, as all the cars are now down to the bottom of the racetrack. And everyone is in pit road. So let's see what happens. WRL is reviewing the pit road entry from all the drivers. It is good, so no one's getting penalized for any pit road violations. And Ben Williams is going to get out first, and Ryan Harvey is going to jump Alex Porter in the pit lane. A bad stop for the U.S. Air Force Ford of Alex Porter. But Ben Williams and Jason Iverson hold on to their positions. Paul Massey didn't really gain anything on that one, but he's going to be back up with a shot, so we're going to have 5 laps to go when we restart. All the drivers following the green flag pit exit rules, except for Massey. Massey actually came up the racetrack. He was the only one who realized, hey, it's caution. It's not a green flag period. So to review your restart order, it's Ben Williams, Jason Iverson, Ryan Harvey, Alex Porter, and Paul Massey. That is how they will restart this race. When they come around to take the green flag And now they will restart in the restart zone. The Geico restart zone, or which is what NASCAR calls it. It's just a restart zone here on Forza, which is indicated by 2 white lines. Pace car is in, getting ready for the green flag to start stage 2. Williams goes, and a great restart by Porter. Porter's going to make it into second. Iverson did not go. And Porter makes the most of it and goes to second. Question is now can he get a push from Iverson, because now the Warpath Motorsports deal is off. It's every man for himself. Porter goes to the outside. He's got to run. Battle for the lead going down the back straightaway. And Alex Porter has cleared Ben Williams. Porter to the lead. But he's very indecisive. He doesn't know who he wants to stay with. Does he want to stay up high? He should drop down low right here if he wants to keep the lead. Here comes Ben Williams back on Porter. Ryan Harvey on the inside. Harvey trying to make a move for third. Harvey's going to get third. Williams has help from Harvey. Porter's help is far back. Contact! Around goes the 81. 85 into the wall, and caution is out with 4 laps to go. Just the slightest amount of contact from the 2 car sent the 81 around, and that just goes to show folks how unedged these cars are. The 2 and the 81 racing for the same spot. They just came up, and man alive. That was unfortunate for Alex Porter, because that's going to send Alex Porter to the back into 5th place. They're going to get 1 to go with the caution flag at the line, so it's just going. So when we restart, it's going to be 4 laps of racing to go. And folks, the action is just getting started. It's going to get intense here with 4 to go. They got to go catch the pace car. Which is rolling on the back straightaway, actually. My apologies. So your restart order is going to be Ben Williams, Ryan Harvey, Paul Massey, Jason Iverson, and Alex Porter, who, unfortunately, he had the lead. It was just unfortunate he couldn't. He should have, and honestly, in this commentator's opinion, he should have pulled down in front of the 13 and left the 85 out to dry. But Porter has been known to be a good teammate. I don't think he wanted to leave the 85 hanging. I don't think he knew if the 85 had help or not. I don't think he did. But now they're doubling back up. The pace car will be in this time by, and we are going to go back green with 4 laps of racing to go here in the Daytona. Here at Daytona International Speedway in the Dollar General Clash. Green flag is back out. And there's even more contact in the back, bumping, rubbing, and the 44 goes around. And WRL officials have put the yellow back out. That is an aborted start, folks. They are waving off the start. And WRL officials are warning the 81 car, another restart like that will get him penalized. So what they're going to do, folks, is they're going to re-rack them the exact same order they were in before. So it will be Williams, Harvey, Massey, Iverson, and Porter. Here comes Massey up the back. Or up from the back. As we get more of a smoke glitch from the 2 car. So again, folks, when we restart, we're going to restart with 4 laps of racing to go here at Daytona International Speedway. Attempt number 2 at the first restart in the second stage. And it is a much cleaner restart, and Harvey does not get a good one. Massey's going to go to the inside of Harvey. Porter's actually going to lift and come up behind the 85. Massey for second, and down to the bottom go the 2 Warpath cars. And oh, Harvey thought about trying to come to the bottom of the block, but he couldn't do it because the 85 was there. Now the 81 is there. Jostling for position up front. Paul Massey looking for the lead on Ben Williams. Can't get it done as the 85 now helps his teammate in the 13. Williams will lead, 3 to go. The best thing for that 13 is to hug the bottom, but here goes the 81. I think he's wanting to help the 44. But no, back down to the bottom with the 85. The 81 is indecisive again. He doesn't know what to do. Here comes the 85 of Jason Iverson on the inside of Paul Massey for second. Porter still indecisive of who he wants to go with. Does he want to go with the 44 or the 85? He's going to go with the 85, as it's going to help him get closer to the lead. 2 laps of racing to go. All 5 cars are right there. Everyone racing for everything they've got. Whoa! Contact between the 85 and 44. '85 has a run. Here comes Iverson looking to the outside of Williams. He's got help from the 81. 81 knows who he wants to go with this time. They'll face the white flag as they come around at the side, the 6th annual Dollar General Clash. Williams, Iverson lead him to the white flag in the front row, followed by Harvey. Where did the 2 car come from? 2 car goes to the bottom. 2 cars below the yellow line. He makes it 3 wide. That's not going to sit well with WRL officials. He's got to give it back. There's still 3 wide now for third. Apologies for the coughing, folks, but this is getting interesting. This commentator's voice can't take it anymore. Now 2 wide. Iverson at the back. What's going to happen up front? Oh, contact! The 13's around. The 44 and the 81 crash with him. The 85 gets second. WRL officials are black flagging the 2 car. Jason Iverson misses the crash to win the Dollar General Clash. Jason Iverson has done it, folks. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Iverson has won the Dollar General Clash at Daytona in controversial fashion as the 2 car was black flagged for passing below the yellow line. And we're going to go back and we're going to show you that pass, folks. From the view of the 2 car. So on board now with the 2. As you can see, he's got a huge run through NASCAR 3 and 4. Everything's fine here, fine here. And the huge run. He went below the yellow line and never gave it back. He went below the yellow line and never gave it back. As they were 3 wide, now they're 3 wide behind him. Him and Williams are side by side for second, or sorry, for the lead, and it's side by side for third. And this is the crash. Williams comes down and Massey's there. And it takes out those 3 cars, and Iverson, tires on the yellow line, but he didn't pass below it. And Iverson will win the clash. On board from Iverson's view, this is coming around to take the white flag. He's outside of Williams. There's Harvey. Harvey's below the yellow line. And there's contact. Even more contact, and yeah, the 2 never lifted. Even more contact between the 81 and 85. And at this point, Iverson's like, well, I've lost this. I might as well help my teammates. And then this is when the crash in front of him happens. And he just goes low and, whoa, misses the 44. Comes and takes the checkered flag, with the black flag being displayed to the 2. On board with Apex Colonel. This will give you a really good view of what the 2 car did, of Harvey. Below the yellow line, never lifted. And Massey got a huge run. And he's now down below Ben and just slight contact. And that affects all of them. On board with Wind Charger, or Porter. This is his view of the accident. Coming down the back straightaway. Massey does inside. He's 3 wide for a moment. And now Iverson's behind him. He moves way up high. I guess trying to get the 85 to go with him, and then at that point, there was just nothing he could do. The wreck came up in front of him. On board with Ben. And we're going to watch the last lap from his perspective. See, there's Harvey. He's still got the overlap. Man, the flex on that missing. Now they're 3 wide behind him momentarily. comes down, and then this is where the accident happens. But ladies and gentlemen, Jason Iverson. And they crashed past the start-finish line. We don't know why. Whoa. I think something might have broke on the two. We're uncertain. But Jason Iverson has won the 2019 Dollar General Clash for the WRL Valvoline Australian Supercar Series. We want to thank you all for joining us from Daytona. Join us next week as Alex Porter will take you on board with the 81 car for the entirety of the Pepsi Max 250 at Daytona. We'll see you next week here on Twitch on Windcharger Prime's channel for the WRL Pepsi Max 250 at Daytona.